Everyone, it's Christian Fuchs here. I would like to say a big thank you to our fans and keep having our back for the upcoming Premier League season as well as the Europa League. Keep watching Leicester Fan TV. They have the latest news and they keep you up to date on leicesterfantv.com. So stay tuned and thanks for your support.
Morning all, welcome to the Foxes Aftermath Show. Sort of a different show. Today we're going to talk about the season so far. So let's get going.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. With special thanks to our pals at ADT Taxis, Feedme, Piglet's Pantry, Tiger, Leicester Garage Conversions, Pink Vehicle Leasing, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Moyer Wade Interiors, and our chosen charity, Memphis UK. We bring you the fans' views on the match each week, and your views matter to us. Join the fans debate each match with us. Follow us at Leicester Fan TV.
Morning all, how the devil are you? Hope you're well this lovely Sunday morning. I'm inside the Foxes' lair today because it's cold and damp and wet outside. But morning Ben, how are you? Hope you're well. Morning Sean, hope you're well, hope you're good. Aggie, again, morning everyone. Morning Craig, how are you? Susan, Elliot, there's a lot come on already watching this. Heather, hi. Oh, my ticket winner for the Newcastle game. Hope you're well, Heather, hope you're good. That was a long time ago, that was, wasn't it? Mark from Norwich. They're all over the country so far. Not many from around the world yet. Morning, Neil. Morning, Kev. Is My American Fox on here? I'm sure I saw My American Fox. There he is. He's watching on YouTube. My American Fox. Morning, Zachary. How are you? Hope you're well. Hope you're good, everyone. Blimey, that was quick. I've got my first one joining the show. That doesn't normally happen this quick, but I'll bring Jack on in a second. I'll just let him laugh at me for a bit longer or laugh at himself. Hopefully he's all right. He looks like he's got his Diet Coke ready, I think. So let's bring him on. Morning.
Morning, Jamie. All right.
Hold on. They are, Jack. Got you in eventually.
How are you?
Hold on. Morning, Ken. How are you? He's in the Isle of Wight. He's nipped over to the Isle of Wight for a quick holiday. My little mate, my small boy mate. Hope he's well. How are you then, Jack?
Yeah, good. Good, mate. How are you?
Good. This ought to be called the JJ Show because you keep coming in every week.
I know, yeah.
You're one of my most regular people.
We should make it, yeah.
We should make it. What you got today to drink? You got yourself a drink today? Is it Diet Coke or something?
No, I've not long just had tea. So.
Oh, you can't beat a cup of tea first thing in the morning.
That's it.
Right, what we're going to do today, Jack, is a bit of review of the season.
Yeah.
So, when we first started the season, what did you think yourself? Because I was a bit 50-50 on how the season would go. Were you about the same, or were you more one way or the other?
Well, after last season, I thought, okay. And then if we'd strengthened more this transfer window, I thought top 6 again. So I'm more confident this season, depending on the players we've brought in.
Was that the confidence before the pre-season, or when we signed the players? So what do you think?
I think it's just more when you sign the players, because you don't know who you're going to bring in, do you really? So it's been a quiet transfer window where you didn't find out anything of who we're bringing in. And it was more the point of rumours and speculation, innit, of everyone around the country. So
Yeah. I think it was more to do with other people than anything else. Right, so the first game of the season was against... Hold on a minute, I've made a mistake here. Let me just get Phil's comments off. We don't want the boss's comments on all the time. Right, the first game was against West Brom, and we won 3-0. So, what were your views on that day when the starting lineup and stuff? Were you confident with the starting lineup?
I'm quite confident, but obviously without Ricardo Pereira again, you just think, are we really going to defend as well?
Yeah. I mean, because we started slowly, didn't we? And then we built into it.
Yeah.
And then one of the Belgium trio, I haven't got the chocolates anymore for you, Jack, this week. Sorry.
Shame.
Then Timothy Castagna scored his first goal, which were quite impressive for a fullback to get up the pitch that far. And Jamie Vardy did the stuff with his double, two penalties.
Yeah.
So we did quite well that one, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. West Brom have just came up as like a promoted side, and you expect them to come at you for the first 20 minutes to half an hour and expect them to cause you problems. And they did just that. They pushed us back. They didn't let us come out and play our way. And then we sort of found our way into the game around about after the half an hour mark, and then that were it.
Yeah. I mean, it's the normal the way it is for us at the minute, isn't it? It's a very slow start and then build up the pace. Patience is the key, really. Just moving on a bit. Steve said, let's hope the European. I hope it doesn't as well, because the squad's not that big, is it? The European games. Let's hope it doesn't cause a problem.
That's it with injuries and that. Yeah.
Yeah. My mate Zach from America, my American Fox. Personally, I thought the Man City game was going to be our first loss and not West. Yeah, I agree with that. You, Jack?
I didn't think everyone did. Looking at Manchester City, obviously they had all these injuries pre-match, and you thought, okay, but they've still got an 11 to compete, so they thought it'd make it difficult. I think when Mahrez scored, you thought, oh dear, it's going to be one of them days. Obviously, they had a lot of the ball in it, but if you don't battle Man City, then they have the free for all in it. So you've got to battle them and take them to war, sort of thing. And I think we kind of did that after we'd got the penalty.
Right. Sean's just joined us. Let's just get Sean on for a second. Sean, can you hear me?
Yes.
What did you think to the West Brom game then, pal?
Oh, it was an amazing game, but I think we need to sort out the team, and I think Madison must come and train every single game.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree with that. I think Madison should play most games. You, Jack, as well. Do you think he should play?
I'm on that.
Yeah. I think we needed more attacking players this transfer window. Obviously, we needed to fill the Chilwell role and to get Ndidi back into midfield. But I think Mendy's done a fantastic job, to take Ndidi's place in midfield for now. Obviously, when Ndidi's back, he'll obviously get in. Ricardo Pereira, Castagna will probably go to left back, and then Ricardo will probably come in for James Justin. But I think James Justin's done okay. I know it takes him quite a while to get into the game. But when he's got into the game, he seems more confident on the ball.
Yeah. Justin's not had the best of starts, has he, so far? He's done reasonably well, but I think we could have done a little bit better with him.
Yeah, I think you expect that from players who you get from the lower leagues, though, don't you? Look at Jamie Vardy, for instance. When he first came in from Fleetwood, he found it difficult in the Championship for his first season. And then when he joined David Nugent that season, we won the title. We were fantastic.
Do you also think about this one? I think we ought to add another striker in.
Yeah, we should have added another striker in.
Or do you think?
I'm on.
Or do you think Salami should play a bit more?
Do you know what? Yeah, Brendan Rodgers ain't that sort of man who's going to play a big man up front. But he brought Edouard in when he was Celtic's manager. He's no better than Slimani. Obviously, we need that plan B. And with that plan B, we can execute it. But we seem to just have plan A and that's it. And when plan A falls, we don't seem to know what we're doing. He'll change the tactics and if we can't do this right, then the substitutions are a bit of weird ones, to be honest.
Yeah. Sean, one last. Sean, are you there?
Yeah.
One last question before you go, because I've got some other people coming on. Who's your favourite player? Who's your favourite Leicester player?
Well, I think it might be the new 27.
Castagna. The new fullback, yes.
Yeah.
I struggle with his name as well, Sean, so you're all right. I struggle to say Right. Okay, Sean. Thanks a lot for your views, and we'll have you back on next week. Yes, pal. We'll see you again next week.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Cheers, pal. Right. So we move on from that game to the next game was Burnley at home, and we won 4-2 against Burnley. Now, Burnley can be a very difficult game sometimes. And then when they scored the first goal, Jack, did you think, oh, here we go? It's all going to happen again?
Do you know what? Yeah, where before the first game, I thought, like, for the first goal, sorry, Chris Wood, you knew, was going to score.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I said to my dad, if he gets the first goal, it's going to try and make it difficult. Because Burnley are one of them where they score the first goal and they'll sit back throughout the whole thing and just start hoofing it forward. And if it went Perrett with Harvey Barnes scored, I thought, okay, interesting.
Yeah.
We're just, this season, it seems like we go behind and then we have to find our way back into the game.
Yeah.
Right.
Somebody else has joined us. 100%, 100 Leicester. What's your real name, pal? Because that can't be your name on your birth certificate.
Mayan.
How are you, pal? How are you? You good?
I'm good, thanks. Blue Army, always Blue Army.
All right, always Blue Army. So we've got to the Burnley game. What were your views on the Burnley game? What did you think was good and bad at the Burnley game?
Goalkeeper was very lucky that goal. Chris Wood, he was cheeky.
What, you mean Schmeichel was unlucky with it, were you?
He did not very well in kicking.
Yeah.
Very well in kicking.
And what do you think about Jamie Vardy not scoring, even though we scored 4 goals in that game against Burnley?
Harvey Barnes' confidence got a goal against Burnley. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, that was good. Harvey Barnes with a bit of confidence. And also, what about Dennis Pratt? We all love a bit of DP now and again. He's pretty good, isn't he?
He's been very good. My favourite player is Madison, always, day long.
Is it? It's always Madison. What about Wilf? What about Ndidi?
Quality, he's a baller.
Hold on, the photo's not showing of him. What about Mendy?
Mendy's playing all right this season. 4 games, been playing good.
Good. So, where are you from, Leicester, then, Marianne?
Near, near Wetton Park.
Oh, right. So you're not too far. Do you get a chance to go to the games every so often?
I know Jack Trout.
You know him, do you, Jack?
Yeah, I know him personally, yeah.
Oh, do you? So you're best of friends then? Your best buddies, BFFs here?
Well, I wouldn't say best of friends, but I do know him, yeah.
I mean...
Who's your favourite player, Jamie? Who's your favourite player for Leicester? Your Leicester, who's your favourite player, Jamie?
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Whoa. My stream just went down. My internet just went down for a few seconds there. 2 seconds.
I don't want that.
Who's your favourite player for Leicester?
My favourite player is Wilf. That's my favourite player. I love Ndidi, I do. I think he's brilliant. He's here, he's there, he's everywhere. Not quite like Stevie Walsh, but he's nearly there.
I've got that far, can't we?
Man City's gone off now. Man City don't got good players anymore. They got this gone off.
Yeah.
We are. I don't know if we get top. We're very lucky. Why they VAR doing shocking? I don't think VAR is not doing very well to it.
No, VAR is not doing well at all, is it? To be honest, pal.
It's looking for Spurs, not us. Don't agree with that.
Right. I'm gonna move on to the next game now, lads. Which was the Man City game, which no one actually thought we'll do pretty well there, did we? No one thought that would be this final score. Who would have thought that?
Mr. Mahrez, what a goal from him.
I kept saying to my brother, "Oh, we'll win the game because of all these injuries," and he kept saying, "Oh no, it's Man City." He said, "You can't get too over yourself." But you got to have confidence in the team, innit? It don't matter who you come up against. You've got to have confidence to set them team down.
Yeah, cracking goal from Maddison. Right, Marianne, I've got a couple of other people waiting to come on, so I'm gonna take you off, and you'll come back on next week and have a chat, or later on in the season and have a chat. Yeah.
Yeah. See you in a bit.
Cheers, pal. Thank you. Thanks for your news.
Blue Army.
Sorry about that, Jack. My internet went off then. Oh, all of a sudden,
That's
just
all right,
what?
mate. Don't worry about it.
Do you think what Richard said, we could play Wilford and Mendy together when he's back fit? I don't think we could, to be honest. Do you?
No, that's too defensive, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a bit Pule-like, isn't it?
I think looking at the last season in the Project Restart in the 8 games, Brendan Rodgers seemed to go too defensive when he brought Hamza Chowdhury on and Mendy. And you think, hold on a minute, you've got teams like Watford and Bournemouth and that. You should be going and attacking these teams, not sitting back.
Yeah. See, in that Man City game, Rodgers threw us a bit of a curveball, didn't he? He put a Marty in. What was your view on that? Because I was quite surprised. I mean, it doesn't matter who plays in a Leicester shirt for me, but I was quite surprised about that one.
I think I was surprised that he'd gone 5 at the back, to be honest. But against a team like Man City, you've got to prepare yourself for the worst sort of thing. And prepare for the storm, shall I put it. But I think Marty, I know he's got his critics and that, but he's been out injured for what, 2 years?
Yes. Well, his last game was against West Ham, wasn't it? On the fateful night of the helicopter crash, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's it.
But so he's done well.
I think every player has their critics, though, don't they? No matter who it is.
There's always one that has to be. Unfortunately, Ross has put Chowdhury and Ndidi together was a bad idea. That last year as well. That didn't work neither, was it? That was the same.
No, that was last season. That's where we started conceding quite a bit of goals, like against Everton and Bournemouth, and we struggled against Brighton a bit.
Yeah. I mean, against the Man City, we had Vardy with a hat trick, and then Tillemans popped up with a goal as well. And old Maddison scored that absolute storming goal that won. Did you know it won Barclays goal of the month, Jack? Did you know that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I've seen it.
Stunning goal, wasn't it? Absolutely stunning goal.
Do you know what? Yeah, that was just that was dirty as anything. You wouldn't have expected it, but
no,
Maddison can do them sort of things.
I think I heard somewhere that it was like 18 games without a goal for him, which is a long time for someone like Maddison to go without a game. Wilf needs space. I think. Do you think he'll play there? Do you think he'll play at centre half, or do you think they'll move him back into midfield and drop Magic Mendy? Do you think they'll drop Magic Mendy, or do you think they'll stick with him when Ndidi's fit, of course?
I like to see a winning team, innit? But
yeah.
If Wilf's going to come back in, then you've got to put him back in because he's got the experience and all that.
Yeah.
He's probably our best midfielder, isn't it? Best centre defensive midfielder.
Yeah.
So you got to give him a chance.
Oh, yeah, I think
he'll go far. I don't think he'll go like when the Aston Villa game comes. I can't see him going 5 at the back again. I can see Fofana coming in for a start and getting him an opportunity.
You just never know, D. Depends who's fit and that.
That's it.
This bloke here now, what do you think, Gray? Do you think he'll still be here soon? Do you think he'll go Championship? He's not even in the European squad, is he?
I ain't a fan of him at all.
No, I'm not really, to be honest. He's not one of my biggest. He seems to have a bit of a chip on his shoulder. He hasn't got any better, has he? I don't think, personally.
I think when Ranieri brought him in that season, I thought, just because he scored a goal in pre-season, it don't make you any better.
No, that was the reason he bought him, wasn't it? Because of that, got against Birmingham.
Just because you score well, it don't mean you're the world's best player.
Yeah. Unfortunately, so to be honest, I think Gray's days are numbered here, I'm afraid.
It proves it because he's not been in the squad at all. So
no, he played against Arsenal, didn't he, in the cup? I'm not doing the cup game. I'm only doing the league games because the cup was a non-event, really, wasn't it? We don't want to talk about that. Right, the next one, unfortunately, was West Ham away. We lost 3-0 to West Ham.
Well,
right, that's enough, Jack. We're not going to talk about that one. We'll go to something else. No, go on. No, we weren't very good at that day, were we, unfortunately?
It was unexpected, but West Ham were on form after the Wolves game and how they played against Arsenal. So you expect them to come, but the thing is, I said to my brother, if we turn up like Wolves did, we could be in for a game. And he proved it. And we pushed we played too much of a high line for a 5 at the back, and I would have played 4 at the back. I wouldn't have played 5. That's too defensive. Then you got Mendy in midfield, so that makes 6, isn't it? So
just slightly different. Just moving on, Ian, who was a Darlington. Well, he is still a Darlington fan. He went bankrupt in 2011, reformed in 12, and they've had 3 promotions.
Yeah,
and are currently a fan-owned National North League club.
Oh, are they?
Do you think lower teams are going to struggle this year? Like the Division 1 and Division 2 and the conference are going to struggle for money
Do you
in
know
that?
what, yeah, Jamie? I think financially it's going to hit them because of
Yeah,
the pandemic and that. And I think they need that help support from the bigger clubs who's higher up in the hierarchy.
Yeah, we're going to talk about one of my favourite topics in a minute. We'll just leave that one at the minute. If you've been following me on Twitter the last few days, you'll realise what I'm on about when I get onto it in a minute. Ian Betts says, did we miss DP against West Ham? I think we did. I think we missed Pratt so much. He was such an influence in the team the first 3 games. And I didn't realise he was going to be missed so much, but we actually did miss him as much as I thought, that much.
That's why I think what hit us against West Ham, when Dennis Pratt got injured, I don't think Tillemans can play without him. I think it gives Tillemans that boost, sort of kick up the arse,
kick up the backside. Yeah. Hey, cracking name, Tyler. If that's your real surname, that is a fantastic name. Do you know there's only 75 sleeps till Christmas, Jack, by the way?
Oh, don't talk about Christmas.
There's only 70. Just remember that. There's 75 sleeps till Christmas. What a cracking name on YouTube. It's going to be a tough game against Villa. I think they should win 3-2. Oh, I think it's Villa's game's going to be tough, more than what people expect, I think.
It will be a tough game. After their 7-2 win against Liverpool, they'll make it difficult for Leicester. But it depends if Leicester can turn up the way they did against Man City and that. Games before the West Ham game, I think we'll be all right. But if we turn up a lot the West Ham game, we could be in for a run.
I mean, we saw a clip of we saw him under for about 15 minutes. Did you see much into him when he came on?
I think the most I've seen with a dive.
They've got to try and get rid of the dive. Morning, Ross. How are you?
Morning, I'm sound. How are you, lads?
I wish you'd stop changing your name because it confuses me on your
that's
little
my
thing.
YouTube name.
Oh, is it? Oh, you're signing on YouTube, have you?
Yeah, I've had it for years.
Yeah, you change your name more than women change clothes, so Jack just said.
It's in a word.
So we've just got on to, we're doing a bit of a review of the season so far, Ross. I'm not sure how much you've seen. We've just got
I've
on
been
to
a few minutes.
just got on to under now. What do you think? We saw him for about 10-15 minutes against West Ham. What do you think of him?
I mean, we can't judge him by 15 minutes.
No.
I think he needs to learn not to dive in the Premier League.
Yeah, Jack's just said that as well. Yeah.
I remember what's his name, Steve McManaman was saying we'll let him off because it's first time in Premier League, but after that, no. But obviously, all players do it, so it's not like it's just we can't bash at him for it. But no, I think he'll come good. Obviously, we've got Villa next. I mean, after what they did against Liverpool, and wow, it's going to be interesting.
But do you think the results are going strange this year?
Yes.
Because with no fans in there, the restart, it didn't really happen. When we had Project Restart, it didn't really happen. But all of a sudden, since this season, the scores are going mental. Who would have thought? Fantastic result for Spurs, even though I don't like Spurs, beating Man U. Man U conceding 6. I mean, they have got the most expensive fridge in the defence. But 6 goals at Old Trafford, and then Liverpool concede 7.
It's mad. I think that's the first time that's happened. I think in one day where the big clubs like Liverpool and Manchester United conceding a combination of 13 goals.
Read that comment, Ross. Read that comment.
Ross had the idea of going Legoland. I like that comment. Fair play. Yeah, I was actually watching it while I rides with him, and I just couldn't believe it. When that first goal went in, I thought, we always come back. We always do. We have.
I thought that
against Man City, against Burnley, and I thought, we're very well. And then we just after that second goal, it was. I mean, to be fair, it was a good goal. Fantastic control from the player. I can't remember his name now. But so interesting. I've never seen him run back so fast. Obviously, almost got it, but. Fair play. Bad day at the office against West Ham. It's one of them. We always have a bad day at the office, and obviously Villa next. And as far as I'm aware, unless someone can correct me on this, it's the closest Premier League game to the anniversary.
Yes. What's the date?
Premier League game. First.
What's the date next week? I've lost track of it.
18th, I think. Hang on.
No, there's one the week after because unfortunately it's the 27th of October, isn't it?
Yeah, 20. So I've just got my calculator at me.
So it's the Arsenal game away, or do you mean the one nearest at home?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The nearest home game, Premier League home game. Because obviously last year it was Burnley, on the 19th, and then we played, Southampton. We only won 9-0 away. So I was saying, it hopes to be an emotional time, obviously, next week. And I mean, even in the Europa League matches as well. But I think it should happen. I don't know anyone connections with the club. I think we should get all the scarves or the flags and everything, get them down to the King Power to say, a tribute to Vichai. Because obviously, we can't get in the stadiums, but that doesn't mean we can't take any flags into the stadiums.
No, you mean? Oh, I can't see that one photo. I put it on the wrong one. Doesn't matter. I've got a photo of the tributes for all the scarves and everything outside the ground. I mean, that was amazing. That was within a week, 10 days. How it turned out was unbelievable.
It was amazing. I would say both of them, ironically, were against Burnley. The first time, obviously 0-0, and the year after when we won 2-1. And it's a shame we can't do the 5,000 to 1 watt this year. So for obvious reasons. But I don't see why we can't, people go down at a time, social distancing and stuff. We take all the flags down, the scarves, all around the stadium.
I think you'll find some people will do, Ross. They'll try.
Because I think with ourselves, you look at the club that we are. I mean, I said we're the only team that opposed to that stupid pay-per-view stuff. So I know we're not going to get. I'm just saying we're the only team that opposed to it.
Right, you've started it, Ross. Let's go for it now. That pay-per-view is awful. I think it's the most disgusting thing that has ever come out of the Premier League ever. I absolutely think it's so disgusting. It is untrue. And then we like Ross, you were saying the vote was 19 to 1. We were the only club to vote against it. Why didn't some of the others stand up against it? Why?
I don't understand because all these players have come out. I will say the pundits have come out and said if it were players that came out, they'd be hypocrites in a way. But it depends if it's. Sorry, I'll rephrase that. Depends if it's the club, the chairman's at the top. I mean, let's be honest. Mike Ashley was never going to post to it. Daniel Levy was never going to. It's true. Mike was never going to post to it. Leeds were never going to post to it. Daniel Levy, is it Levy? That's his name. Yeah, he was never going to oppose to it. Ed Woodward as well, especially. You've got them free straight away, and they come out and said, "Oh, this and that." But
the Man U chairman said, "Hold on, let's get Ross off. We don't want Ross on full screen all the time, do we?" The Man U chairman said, "Oh, I was going to vote against it. I had feelings that I should have voted against it, but in the end, he voted for it, didn't he?" So.
Can you see why FC United of Manchester was born?
Yeah. Even to extent Salford City as well. I know they had the Neville. They've done so well. I mean, like Richard says here, we already pay 30 quid a month for sports channels. You probably pay more for your whole package in BT.
Can you see why illegal streams are on the rise?
Yeah, like I said on Friday when Phil did that live.
Yeah,
there'll be a lot more when if COVID ever goes away, if it ever goes away. There'll be a lot more that won't go to the game and stay at home and watch it, and they'll lose money because they won't want to pay. You can pick up streams for pick-up streams. You can pick up TV on legal streams quite easily for free.
Just like that, within a minute, you could go on Google. Obviously, when live games are happening, you can put in live football games. Within a minute, take out Sheffield United with us. But they might have agreed with us, but they just went with a majority. It's all about the vote in the end. All this talk, and it's like when you go to a general election, you say Labour or Conservative. You say, "Oh, I'm all Labour." If you vote for Conservative, then you vote for Conservative. It's stupid.
I'm not quite sure Mark Harrison's right there. I don't think they'll be charging us for oxygen, but he's got a point though, hasn't he? It wouldn't surprise me. He can make some money out of it.
It's like, do you know when Liverpool boycotted a particular newspaper? I'm not going to name. They've still boycotted it to this day. I think people should boycott this 1495 saga. Because end of the day, I think if all clubs, all Leicester fans are going to stand up to it, all other fans surely should. Because it was the clubs. I think it was the club's decision to make these decisions. It's utter farce. 1495. So what I would pay 14.95 for is a boxing match. They talk about it for 3-4 hours. Oh, I'm going to do this. I think it's a boxing match. They just punch each other, right? And then you've got your WWE wrestling. That's like 4 or 5 hours of entertainment. Yes, it might be fake, but at least it's entertaining you. I don't want to pay 14.95 to see Burnley versus Newcastle, or Fulham versus Sheffield United and stuff like that. You don't want to see. You want, it's stupid. I hope they overturn it, but it's not going to happen.
I mean, the Man City game on the 12th of December. What's the betting that will be on pay-per-view?
Well, someone said last night on 5 Live, it made a very good point, Alex. I always listen to that, and I get on it as well sometimes. And they were saying that it's mainly going to be the big clubs that are going to be on it, like your Manchester United. Well, not Man U. You've got your Man Cities, you've got your Liverpools, you've got Arsenal's, your Chelsea's. The big names like that are always going to be on it, and it's not going to be fair on the teams. For example, Leicester, Fulham, Sheffield United. I mean, 15 quid's a lot of money. 15 quid can get you a good Aldi a shop at Aldi. As well. I
mean, it's like Neil's just said there.
Now.
It'll encourage people to gather around the houses. They'll all chip in, so it'll be cheap. But then it's going to break the rules, isn't it? So
exactly.
It's not going to be right. This rule of 6 will not happen.
I'm about to say it's even worse if you live in Scotland.
Yeah. The police are knocking at people's doors.
We're knocking at your door if someone goes around more than 6.
Unfortunately, Richard, that's what Leicester wanted, to stream it on their TV, on their own website, but it was against the Premier League's rules, the social media platforms and stuff like that.
I remember years ago, I know it's an FA Cup game. We played Norwich, and they were meant to have 4,200 tickets, but because we were high risk, there was a documentary that came out about us fans being high risk, which was a lot of rubbish. And we ended up only allowing 2,400. I think they had a compromise. They streamed it. You know that massive teller that used to be in the town centre?
On High Cross.
Yes, High Cross. Yeah, the massive TV. They put it on there as a compromise, and the FA did it. Thank God. But if it were a fiver, I don't think we'll be having this conversation.
No, I agree with that.
Or as I said on Friday, when everyone was all in uproar, but still are, to be fair. I think the $14.95 or however much it is. It shouldn't go towards the clubs. Shouldn't go towards Sky or BT. It should go towards them clubs that are struggling financially, like in the non-league, especially non-league, EFL. You know, Macclesfield. Apparently, Robbie Savage said last night. I was talking to him last night. He was saying that they.
What, your best mate, is it?
Well, he's better than Chris Sutton, that's for sure.
Move on quick. Let's move on.
Let's be honest. And it was saying that Macclesfield could be getting helped out next week, which is fantastic news. You know, teams like that. I mean, I remember being from Sheffield. I've got best mates at Rotherham fans. When they were struggling very financially, Sheffield United were helping them a lot. You know, just that, you know, neighbours down the road. They helped out with buckets and charity events and stuff like that, and they saved them. They saved them. So why can't them? If this $14.95 is going ahead, if it goes to the national clubs, the non-league clubs, the clubs that are struggling financially, I think fair enough, we'll pay it. But if it's only going to go towards money for the clubs, the Premier League clubs or the BTs and Skies, absolutely shouldn't pay it. It's not fair. Absolutely not fair.
LTFC Gray, living the dream, is agreeing with you, Ross. That's not many people agree with you, but there's one out there that does anyway.
Thanks.
Take that as a compliment, Ross.
Yeah, that's a compliment, Ross.
I don't get many compliments in life, so there we go. I'll take it. Unless it's someone off Tinder, that's for sure. So
that's normally going left with you, innit?
Left and right.
Right.
They see the Leicester badge and they say swipe left.
So we've got to the West Ham game. We've had a bit of a moan about the pay-per-view. If people go to my Twitter, please retweet and like my last 2 tweets about the boycotting the pay-per-view and the Proud of the Club one. Go there, go to my Twitter, the Fox's Arms. Let's get this bigger and better, and keep retweeting it, and everyone. Let's get it worldwide. But also, we've played 4 games and we've won 3 and got 9 points. Are you happy with that after 4 games, Jack? Do you think that's okay?
Do you know what? Yeah, if someone would have said to me, "Oh, beat West Ham, beat West Brom, and beat Burnley, and then get a draw at Man City," I would have said, "All right, then 10 points," because they're the teams you should be beating: the West Hams, the West Broms, and the Burnleys. Man City, you'd be lucky to get a point. I think I'd be happy with 9 points. I know some Leicester fans might disagree and say, "Oh yeah, but we should be beating West Ham." But you're not going to beat everybody in this league.
You can't. There's no God-given right. You can beat every team.
The Premier League is the most unpredictable league in the world. You know, you've got, you know, we said we've just gone beat Man City 5-2. Villa won 7-2. This is the same Aston Villa that lost, that got relegated, what, 3 years ago?
Sheffield United goal,
Exactly. And Tottenham, this is the same Tottenham Hotspur that came third in a 2-horse race. You know, so
I love that comment. Just say it again, Ross.
Oh, third in a 2-horse race.
I think that's brilliant. I think that's brilliant. Third in a 2-horse race.
What I like this year with the Project Restart and now the no fans, the away teams are picking up more victories because they're not getting pressured or surrounded by the home crowds. You know, you go to, I mean, when you've gone to away games or when you've watched it, when you've gone to, like, for examples, your Newcastle is a great atmosphere. Well, not now, but it used to be a great atmosphere. You used to get intimidated by it. Liverpool, well, not a great atmosphere at Liverpool, but when it used to be, you get intimidated by there. Old Trafford, if you got a point at Old Trafford when you had Sir Alex Ferguson in charge,
you were over the moon, weren't you?
It's like you've won the World Cup. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, we've gone there. We've won before with Tony Cottee. Scoring there. I mean, we drew a few years ago and nearly won the Premier League that day. I think it's better away at the minute. At the minute, it's a good thing that the fans aren't in for the away part when we're playing away because we pick up away wins. Leicester could never play well away at one point.
No, true.
We lost 6-1 to Portsmouth one year.
Ross, you're going too far back now. They're bad memories, they are.
But if you get what I mean, I think.
Because the week before, did we lose to Norwich 5-4 or 5-3 or something?
4-3 the week after. Because
the week after. That's when Sousa got the big kick up the arse.
He got sacked the day after, and then Sven came in.
Yeah, I think we beat Portsmouth in the cup the week before.
2-1, and then we lost 6-1 on Friday night.
Yeah. £80 million for a fridge freezer. Yes, Ian, totally agree. That's my Darlington fan. That's my Darlington fan. That's not a Leicester fan. That's a Darlington fan that said that.
Well,
so
fair play to him.
Fair play. If Darlington fans know about Harry Maguire, that's fair enough. I don't mind that.
But it's always typical Leicester, though. We go beating a club like Man City, that are, one of the best teams in the world at the minute, and then we lose to a team like West Ham. The thing is, the only consolation I can say is West Ham were on form before the beat us. Because if they weren't on form, I think we would be having a different conversation if West Ham were lost every game and they beat us 3-0.
But Jack, don't you think that's the Leicester way, though?
The thing is, though, Jamie, you say that about losing to the smaller teams. Look at that year we actually beat Man City under Claude Puel and lost to Cardiff in the 90-odd minute.
Yeah.
That was a good goal.
Yeah,
that was
a cracking goal in the last minute. You just knew it was coming, though, didn't you? That was the thing.
We missed penalty, didn't we? If I remember correctly.
Yes, we did. Madison missed it, didn't he? I don't think that was the last one he ever took.
I was at work watching that, and all of us were crowding around my phone watching it, and we saw. And then when it missed, everyone was just like, "No, missing it completely."
We knew what was going to happen.
It's our way. So I think I would have took 9 points to start the season. All the shows that you've done, and everyone's like, "Oh, we're gonna have no points and all this stuff."
Negativity, innit?
Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. The problem is with us Leicester fans, all Leicester fans. All fans, but all our fans are so negative at times.
They are, isn't they? They can be.
Absolutely.
It's like the game against Man City when we did our live show before the game. The comments about the team were so negative, was untrue. And we've got to stop that. No matter who's the 11 playing, we've got to get behind them.
Exactly.
It's a bit different when Pure was here because you could see what was happening, but we still had not the negative comments. That was the problem. Yeah, I know. I shouldn't.
I can't listen to that.
But here's AR. You seen this? Tyler Christmas, Ross. What a name that is, Tyler Christmas.
Play together. I was thinking that the West Ham game.
I think it could happen. Obviously with Big Wes, helping Little Wes. Big Wes,
Little Wes. The Fox.
Yes. Every time we say Big Wes, Little Wes now, someone's going to say Philbert Fox. Every time.
I haven't got a picture of Forlan. I thought I haven't got a. But yeah, I know what he means. Yeah.
Good. Diego Forlan played for Leicester?
No, of all the players, I've got every player, but I haven't got him. Why haven't I got him? God knows. But yeah, I think that'd be a good partnership as long as they understand each other. Because I don't think Fofana speaks English at all, which could be fun.
So they're going to learn a lot from each other.
So it's French and Turkish, great combination.
What a combination that is, yeah.
Well, it can't be as bad as that Bielsa.
Snails and kebabs.
Sits on a plant pot.
Six.
This is a good point. What we're saying, positive attitude. If you believe it will happen, which is true.
Exactly.
It's true. Living the dream as well. Get behind. That's what we need. We need to get behind.
Sometimes with team selections, you think what's going on, but you've got to trust. If it don't work, it don't work. Then we can all moan afterwards. But when I remember coming on, and I was saying that when Marty, I'm thinking that's a strange one, but get behind the team, see what happens, and
give them the chance.
Yes, we only had 28% possession, but at the end of the day, possession don't win you games. Goals do.
It's like this comment from a Facebook user. Sorry, you have to click the StreamYard link for me to see who made it. We're less of a roller coaster team now, and we were a yo-yo team, weren't we?
Yeah.
A long time ago. We're not that now, thank God. But it's true though. That's what we used to be, up and down. If there was a division 1.5, we'd have won it all the time, wouldn't we? We were always in between. Yeah, Ross. Big Wes, little Wes.
At Fox.
That's got to be the new chat. Right, last comment because we're just running over a little bit.
Yep.
Score next week. I know it's a week away, but score.
We tend to do well against Villa at home.
Yeah.
Apart from a certain one back in the first time in the Premier League, we've always done well against Aston Villa at home.
Yeah.
Beaten 1-0 when we had that relegation dogfight. Paul Konchesky, when he had bald head, scored then.
Yeah.
We beat him quite a few times, 3-2 in that classic match, 2-0 down.
Oh, when Nathan Dyer got knocked out.
Yeah, but that's not the way I remember that game. I remember it was Dancing Jim, the steward, giving it, yeah. Then they got relegated that year, didn't they? So and then we beat them 4-0 last year, didn't we?
Last, and it is a fact for you, the last Premier League game that had fans in, Leicester versus Aston Villa.
Yeah.
So if everyone ever does a trivia quiz, you could put that in.
I'm not quite sure it's going to be 4-4. I don't think the defences are that bad, really.
4-4. I'm going to go with Villa will still be up for it from their game against Liverpool, and with Grealish, in the England squad and all that stuff, he'll be hyped up a bit more. And Ollie Watkins we've got to watch out for. He's a good.
Oh, Ross, shut up! You're making it worse. I was confident before this. Now you're making it worse.
I wasn't going to look out for him. We can't. It's just not. We can't
Let's
pretend
not
he
talk
doesn't
about
exist.
certain players, divers, and all that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with 2-1 Leicester. I think it'll be a very tight game. I think Vardy will get one. He likes scoring against Villa. I'll go with Vardy, and I'm going to go with Yuri Tillemans.
I'll keep that on record, so you can't change it next week, Ross.
I ain't going to change it.
Yeah.
Unless
what are your feelings?
If any injuries, obviously, I have to change it.
Oh yeah. I believe that. Yeah.
No, I'll stick it 2-1 Leicester. You heard it here at 10:42 a.m. or 11:42 a.m. where you are.
Yes.
Or as you say, I'll have to go now. But adios in a bit.
Ciao, adios, goodbye. That's what we want.
How are you, Pre?
See you later, Ross. Cheers,
or as Yorkshire says, in a bit.
In a while. All right. See you later, Jack. And what's your score going to be?
Me? It depends what team he puts out.
See, that's the thing. You don't know yet. So come on, give me a score now, and you've got to stick to it.
Well, if Pratt's in the team and Fofana, maybe if Ricardo is back, I'm not sure if he will be back.
No, I think it's a bit early for Ricardo.
I'm going to go 2-1.
Oh, same as Ross, 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1. It'd be a difficult game.
I can't go 2-1 as well. That'd be sitting on the fence with all three of us going for 2-1. I'm going to go 3-1. Be different. I'm going to go 3-1. That's what I'm going to go for. Hopefully, I'll remember it. You'll have to tell me next week, Jack. You know what my memory's like. Right. All right, then, Jack. Cheers for that, pal. We'll speak to you again soon. See you later, mate.
See you later, mate. Bye.
Right. That's the show done. We've gone over a little bit. Please follow us on Leicester Fan YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We're on absolutely everything. Yes, Stephen is back in training, but I don't think he'll be fit enough for the Villa game, unfortunately. Hopefully he would. It'd be nice if he was, but to throw him in first game without no match fitness at all might be a bit difficult, but you have to be thrown in eventually. So follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Please follow me and myself on the Fox's Arms, on everything, on the Facebook, Twitter, you name it, I'm on it. And please retweet and like my last two tweets for the boycott the pay-per-view and the Proud to be Leicester post. Let's get these bigger and better. Last few comments. Cheers, Tyler. Love the surname. You'll never forget that surname. Living the dream. Cheers, mate. Hope you're well. Craig, see you all later. So it's ciao, ciao. Adios. Goodbye. Top of the morning to you. And we shall see you next week.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. With special thanks to our pals at ADT Taxis, Feed Me, Piglet's Pantry, Tiger, Leicester Garage Conversions, Pink Vehicle Leasing, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Moyer Wade Interiors, and our chosen charity, Memphis UK. We bring you the fans' views on the match each week, and your views matter to us. Join the fans' debate each match with us. Follow us at Leicester Fan TV.